Good morning, chat. Today, we're going to continue work on our first boss monster. But before jumping too far into that, or into that at all, two dailies. We get ourselves centered. All right. Background music. Gotta have some chill tunes to listen. Gotta. And what are we doing today in Genshin? Our startup. I took care of the basic dailies off stream, but I should probably take a look at week. Since this is a new version week, that means I'm going to be lacking on battle pass points. Also, I took a peek at the boss render, and I messed up. So, first thing will be fixing that. I forgot to zoom out, because this guy has really wide animations, or in this case, tall animations. But we'll fix that first thing after doing our startup. Play lines, furnishings. But we could do TCG. I haven't done any TCG in a while. Come on. There we go. Let's see who our opponents are this week. Who can we embarrass? The Yoimi is there. Hatton. He should be a pretty quick opponent. Paban I don't know. Ellen I know. Ellen I think is also a pretty easy one. Let's check out Patton. Oh, I should have previewed first. Patton is not an easy win. Oops. Oh, that's a fine hand to start out with. I should have really checked. Oh no. Yeah, no, this deck cannot handle this opponent because of that stupid ley line. Having Dendra applied every round just completely destroys my strategy. Try Ellen then. What's your deal? Okay, and use skills of their active characters. Some of these stages. Are you not going to tell me if there's like special conditions? Okay. We'll go look then. Don't need those. That's fine. Okay, what's this? Both sides' active characters gain Hydra application. Okay, this is perfect. This is absolutely perfect. Now I just need enough ammo to actually be able to pull something off. Oh my goodness. Don't you dare. Oh, this hand is the worst. Alright, well, I guess we're burning some cards. Need to burn 3? That's garbage. Alright, here we go. That's going to mean next turn, depending on the element. He doesn't have an element. Nice. So I will have enough time to get some decent hits going. If I have enough ammo this time. Okay, let's... Got enough. Pull off the one attack. Alright. Perfect. And that's fine. Completely and totally fine. Sure, we'll let the Mirror Maiden take care of the rest. Okay, so he's gonna get a hit. Guessing it'll be a vape, but that won't be enough to kill, and then I hit him. Just in case. I don't know what could happen to cause me to fail at this point, but just in case. And we're done. Nice, nice. Okay, who else's dreams are we gonna crush? Maybe Pabon? Here you were from Fontaine. Okay. Right. Whoa. Quite the starting hand. So as long as my elemental dice are nice to me, should be able to pull off some big moves here. These dice are not being that nice. But it'll be okay. First, throw that out. Then apply Hydro. I don't have enough because I used stupid dog. No! Alright. Boop. Boop and boop. Okay. Ending turn. What do you got for me? Oh, garbage. You're gonna put burning on me. It's okay. Next round I should be able to burst. Well, that's not great. Okay, Dvalin, you're up. Please don't switch. Oh, he switched. It's fine. I'm only losing out on, what? 3 damage? It's fine. Most of the rest I'm still getting. Stop it! Whoa! That was nutty extra damage. I'm gonna lose this, I think. I don't think there's anything I can do to win this. Yeah, no, I'm in a bad spot. Okay. Wait. Fine. If I can get another hit, I win. Awesome. Okay, that was way closer than a TCG match should be with this team. But we got it. Goodbye, Poppin. I'll see you at some point when you come back. See, am I good to cap out this week? Okay, I can do both of those. That's 1,000 taken care of. That, I think I'll cap. Good morning, still needs work. How's it going? Pretty good. Glad to hear it. Oh yeah, I have new characters going up here. Oh, and I haven't equipped that yet. Hold up. Hold up. I got the new outfit. How am I doing? I'm doing pretty good. A little annoyed with myself for messing up the render from yesterday, but the fact that in just over 3 hours got to the point of rendering the new mini boss, I'm pretty happy with the progress. Let's see. Cow, where are you? Cow. You're not built. There you are. So here's the new Hu Tao outfit. Very cute. Don't know what I like better though. What wind glider do I have on her? Oh. Put that on, and honestly, that kind of fits. Kinda works, maybe, sorta. I think that's probably the best one. Okay. See. And do like 2 ley lines and then we'll get to work. Yeah, not loving all the new characters though in terms of their look. Like their aesthetic just to me does not fit into Genshin at all. Here's the other one. Oh. Like we've talked about Chaska here. Like the whole riding on a giant gun thing just doesn't jive with me. It feels very out of place in this. And after I do this one, I'll show you Mavuika real quick. And I think you'll agree with me that it doesn't exactly fit high fantasy. All right, let's swap in Mavuika and you'll see. Actually, let's also swap on Sitlali. You can really get an idea of that, how they're just going away from the style they've had. So here's Sitlali, and she throws pillows at people. That's her life. And I guess creates shields out of pillows. Oh, and there's this. And of course, as most people have figured out about Mavuika through either the program or what have you, yeah, this is so normal. That just looks so natural in this field set in, like, I don't know, not quite medieval fantasy, but not far off from it, right?
Rise with the sun.
Oh, just like everything about her appearance looks fine. The other one reminds you of Misfortune. Oh, Chaska. Oh yeah, I can see the where you get that. But dude, this whole thing, like, what is happening here? I'm sorry, but that doesn't belong in Genshin in my mind. And it never will. Anywho. that is enough of that for today. Wonder if they're looking at Marvel Rivals. Is there a motorcycle character in Marvel Rivals? Also, when did that come out? December 5th. Mavuika has been in development long before this, then. I would say probably not based on Marvel Rivals. And as far as characters, the only motorcycle person I know of in Marvel is Ghost Rider, right? Let's see. Who do we got that rides a motorcycle? Wonder where they're getting their art inspiration? No clue. I mean, they have more money than just about anyone on the planet, so it could just be their in-house artists, right? Like, they could just be coming up with stuff that they like, and like it's not that they're basing it on anything specific. It's just, hey, I want a motorcycle character. Hey, I want a character that flies around on a gun. I think that there needs to be a like art director that tells them, no, shame on you. But that's my take. Anywho, yeah, so I messed up my renders and I cut this off. My bad. Could put some pixel padding there, but better way to do this is to rework the camera. Right. Oop, I did not write down those numbers. Well, I guess I'm gonna have to figure it out from scratch. Fine. It's fine. Let's give it like that much extra and see. That's not the right button. There we go. Much better. Now, just gotta scale him down less. Okay. How are we gonna figure this out? Hello there, Maytari? That's how I'm gonna guess I pronounce your name, Maytari. And I am sure you will correct me if I'm wrong. So first frame is this guy. How many pixels tall are you, bro? Let's measure spike to drip. Is 190 pixels. What you doing? I am trying to render this guy as a sprite sheet so I can put him into my 2D game. Problem with my render yesterday is that I kind of had it cut off the hands. Oops. don't think there's any other problems though. Because that extra area, as long as I do square cropping, that'll fix these as well on the sides. Yeah, that shouldn't be a problem. Okay. There's no way that's big enough. Compositing. I keep doing that. There we go. That might be closer. Nope. Let's measure it so I have an idea. Okay, I need 50 more pixels, or 43 more. Actually, if I just do that, how much are we at? Ooh, big boy. Big boy. Because that's gonna be really bad if it's like 0 pixelization added. Okay. Okay, that's way too big now. Welcome back. But I'm glad that's too big. What's my game about? It is... Oh... think action RPG, but pare it way down. So... kind of like a survivor's game, but without resetting. It's a type of game that I've wanted and has never been out on the market. Like, if you enjoy old school games where like the core gameplay is just grinding up levels and unlocking new classes and stuff, that's what my game's all about. I just have a long way to go. Okay, how are we doing now? $182, we're getting there. Excuse me. I don't know how the like cartoonish sneeze started with me, but now it's natural and I hate it so much. Okay, what direction was I trying to go in again? I need it bigger by a little bit, so I need to take the number down. Alrighty, go make lunch. That sounds nice. I rushed lunch to make sure I could be ready for stream. Even though I had ample time before stream and just for whatever reason left until like 10 minutes before stream to be like, oh yeah, I need to do food. Oh. Okay, how many pixels tall are you? All right, So I am right on the cusp and can't really do anything else. Not even close to lunchtime here. It's what? For you, it's like 9 in the morning? Assuming I remember where you are. Okay, that's as good as I'm gonna get on this, I think. Oh! For whatever reason, I had you in California. No, you're in Alaska. Oh, good heavens. It's very early for you. Okay, let's see here. What? The blur feels a little strong, but like I'm to the point of having no blur now. Right? Which maybe I just shouldn't have blur. No, I do need blur because I don't want all of the geometry showing up. Let me see something. Set at 4 right now. Oh, I know what to do. 1.45. Or actually, 0.5. Okay. I just need to remember the 0.5. Excellent. Very much too thick still. Now it's gone. Can always trim it later. Okay. How does that look? That'll do, I think. The blur, I'm at 1. How does it look at 0? Let's just take a look. It does not look any different to me. Oh, that's because this view has the whole haloing thing now, doesn't it? Maybe. Hard for me to tell. What I should really be trying to do is bring the camera in more. Yeah, let's do that. Hold up. There we go. That's what I want. Camera. Oh, I didn't realize. Make that much easier. Of course that would show the camera view. That's what it's there for. Okay. Pink. That's safe enough. Oh, right. Put you back where you belong. There we go. Proper point of comparison. Gonna need to up that some. Made him too small. Hey there, Cryoman. How's it going? Still too small. Ah. How do I do my enemy's pathfinding? You probably are not gonna want to copy mine because my enemies right now literally just walk in a straight path to the player. Remember, I'm making a survivor style game in terms of like gameplay. So all my characters have to be able to do is walk toward the player. What did I just measure? Dang it. $171. So bigger. That's probably too much. Right there. $201. Oh, but I'm adding a little bit by accident. $200. Okay, a little smaller. But for the enemy, needs to know the player position. How do you give the enemy the player position? So I have a node that houses all of the enemies that exist in the world. And I think it's every 5 seconds. Might be faster than that. I iterate through all of them and tell them, hey, here is the player that's closest to you. If you're only going to have one player, you don't even need to do that, right? You just say, when you create it, tell it what the nearest player is, you're good. But because I want to have multiplayer at some point, I'm building that part in. So every so many seconds, it checks to see where the nearest player is, and then it pathfinds, or doesn't even pathfind, it just walks in that direction. And every single physics tick, like using signals, or how do you actually make them know where the player is? I mean, they have a nearest player property. Like, I have a player scene, right, and a player class. Or actually, in my case, I use the character class for this. And every single enemy has a field on it that is named nearest player, or nearest character in my case. And when the enemy is created, I have a line of code that says enemy.player or nearest player equals, and I set it equal to the player. Like, there's no more to it than that. Export var bullets. Act scene? No, that is not how you would do it. You would not use a packed scene for that. How would you do it then? Well, first off, packed scenes, I'm pretty sure should not be going in exports, generally speaking. In your case for bullet, it kind of makes sense. Because you're going to be making new instances every time. Whereas what you were asking about is setting it to a specific instance. So instead, it would be something like one way to do it would be export var player, and then the type would be whatever your player scene is. You would, so packed scenes are the things on disk, right? Packed scenes are not scenes yet. Packed scenes can become scenes once you instantiate them. Or I should say, the packed scene creates a new scene when you instantiate it. What was I doing here? $191. That is as perfect as I'm going to possibly get. I don't love the little stick out there, but those can be shaved later. When saying that player is, are you talking about like character body 2D or something else? It all depends on your code, dude. If the scene is a character body 2D, that's one thing that you can. If you have created your own class out of it, then you would put the class name. All depends on your code. I kind of want to get cell shading, or not cell shading, but I want to get like an outline here. Let me see if I can do that. It shouldn't be too hard. Like, Blender has options for this. Okay. Default file. I should save. Definitely save. Where was that? There it is. Alrighty. Not quite right. Suggestive contour. What do you got for me? I see nothing. No boundary, that won't be it. External contour? No. That's like, that's basically just the silhouette being drawn. Yeah. That was basically the same thing. I think it may have actually been the same thing. Okay. Still don't get any line there. Border? Nothing. Edge mark. Nothing. This is garbage. Why do I get nothing in there? Hold on. Hold on. Freestyle strokes. Freestyle thickness. There we go. Let's ramp you up. Perfect. Now I can really see it. Let's remember the number 3. Actually, let's do a quick test. Let's see if anything gives me the line I'm wanting. No. Nothing will put a line there. That's garbage. Dang it. Oh, wait. Hold on. Okay, so there might be something in this mess. Oops. Oh, right. Hold on. Inclusive or. Okay. Okay, we got that's something. Sorta, kinda. Do any of these get me what I want? Some of them, maybe. Oh, not that. That's basically silhouette. There's no material boundary, so that makes sense. Well, that one's garbage. And garbage. Okay, so contour is a maybe. Right. Oh yeah, that's where geometry connects. That's not helpful. Really not helpful. Silhouette is kind of doing something. Why did it go away? Let's try 0.8. Please just do what I want. Oh, the hand is kind of coming in, but not really. Do kind of like what's happening though in some of these spots. I don't get it. I can't select the player when choosing the character body 2D because he's not in the enemy scene. Well, yeah. All of that's connected in the play world. Because in the scene, when you're editing it, that's not an instance, right? That's effectively a class in other languages. You have to create an instance of a scene before you can start setting those kinds of values. invalid access property or key position on base object of type nil. That means that the object hasn't been instantiated yet. That's kind of right. But why does that not have a line there? Like, I know how to get rid of that one. That's not an issue. But how do I get a line there? Having all of this in here is not good. But it does give me that dark line there. Alright, let's just try this. It's okay. Not good, though. Try this. I'm gonna color right around here. Value down. Value should go down even more, I think. Feels right-ish. The thickness down. I need that value to go down even more. Ow, that's like almost black. And it shows up as black here. Better. Okay. Let's just do like 10% transparency. I'm kind of okay with that. I think that improves it. But if I recall correctly, we didn't really like the external outline for that. I guess I could try to exclude that. Hold on, let's make it really obvious. 1.1 is where that was. Now I want to do exclusive for... And let's add the external contour. What? What? That should have done what I wanted. Why did it add all this garbage in here? Nope, I have come to the realization that I have absolutely no clue. Well, you're gonna have to give me more info if you want help on that. Like, you've got a world scene, right? Does that world scene have instances of your player and your enemy? Because if it doesn't, it won't do anything. If I do exclusive war and I include everything, of course I get nothing. That makes perfect sense. Do that one. Yeah, I don't feel like this is getting better. I think that's about as good as I'm gonna get. My world scene, there is a player and an enemy, and in my world scene, I have selected the character body 2D of the player, right? Okay. Enemy to get the front. Okay. And kind of okay with the general look going on here. Okay, let's save that like that. Guess it's time to just render this puppy. So where is your failure occurring? Said that it's nil, but where is that nil coming up? Like, I'm assuming when you run it, the debugger stops at a point. So where is that point? This is going to take a long time. So I should figure out something to do while it's rendering. And the enemy... Wait. Okay. Okay, you already said that. So you let me know where it's breaking in the code. The game loads. I have like a main menu scene. And as soon as I press the start button, world scene loads. Again, where in the code? Like, you can be doing whatever you want in your game, but that means nothing to me, right? The question is, where in your code is the failure occurring? Like, you should be able to pinpoint a line of code where the crash occurs, right? Do I see that? It should be showing you in the debugger, right? Let me try to pull that up. Probably not good to open this while I'm rendering, but fine. So I think you might be served well by going through a basic tutorial. Like literally down here where it says debugger, that's what I'm talking about. So when an error occurs, it will tell you here. If I'm reading it correctly, it's in the enemy's process function. Are you sure you're not calling it in the ready function? Like, you should have an error here that you can double click on and it'll take you to the line of code where it's happening. Or for that matter, you should be able to look at the stack trace when the failure is actively occurring as well. In either case, it should take you right to the exact line of code that the problem's happening on. Because I would think in the process function it should be fine. But you can also put some error handling. Well, yeah, no, that's why I asked. There is no red errors in the errors tab. Okay, where are you seeing that it's nil then? Stack trace. Okay. Double click on it. Where does it take you to? Like, you should see all of your stuff in current scope there. So what's going on? In the enemy process function. I suspect you are not setting it up correctly then. First things first, you should almost never use the process function. Just as a general tip, I would only ever use physics process. That way you can have variable frame rate without tanking your performance. However, that is not going to fix your current problem. Yeah, it sounds like you don't have it set up right. Unless you're like specifically loading the player in later in the scene tree. How do I correctly instantiate the scene? Well, when you click run, that does it, right? So I have my play world, right? And like we talked about before, when I run this, the first thing that happens is all of the init functions get run through this whole tree, right? and then all of the ready functions get run. And you don't necessarily know what order they're going to happen in. And after that is when I believe their process functions and physics process functions start getting called. So, like if I run this, the thing that is running is an instance. You can't run something that isn't an instance. That like that as a statement doesn't even necessarily make sense, right? If it's not an instance, then it's not a thing. But yeah, so when I play this, the thing you're seeing here is an instance of the playworld. And like my character here is an instance of the player scene. This little skeleton guy is an instance of the skeleton scene. And like here, where, let's see. Here's an example. So here I have enemy container on my enemy spawner as an export. And here is where I set it to my enemy container. Oh, Blender, you're still busy. Well, while we're just chilling, waiting for that, let's see if there's any fun New Year's sales going on. Oh, first of all, Epic. What do you got for me? What free games on Epic right now? Oh, I'm looking at library. What am I doing? Free game. Hell let loose. What is this? The ever expanding experience. Hardcore World War II first person shooter with epic battles of 100 players with infantry. That sounds like the worst type of game to me. Sorry, Epic, I have no interest. Alright. Embrace Cold Soul. That font looks extremely familiar to me. So, I guess it's just a similar font. Not actually the same studio. Never mind. Yeah, it's not my kind of game. Bro, $15 for Hogwarts Legacy is amazing. I had so much fun with that. Even though there were a handful of troublesome bugs at launch when I was playing. So I suspect those have been patched out. Come on, Blender. You can do it. Let's see. Historic lows, what do we got? Under the Waves? Didn't realize Blasphemous 2 even came out. Tile, never heard of it. Yeah, I don't think this is the game for me. Mostly because underwater is like deep underwater in my brain is just another version of outer space, which you guys know I find terrifying. Like any environment where there is death in literally all directions and you don't have a reference for what way is up, I can't. And like, even if a game like this has a designated up direction, like I can't see the sky, I can't see the air, like no, I can't. Even though I select the player in the world scene, the stack trace, it says that the player var is null. That tells me that you're selecting something wrong. Like, when you look, so here I have my enemy spawner. This would be the equivalent of your enemy in your scene, right? And then here I have to select the enemy container. And this would be the equivalent of your player. Is that what you're doing? So like on the left panel here, you have enemy. And when you click on it, over here on the right panel, you have some variable that says player, and you've populated it. Yes? Is that what's happened? Okay. And what line of code is failing? I guess first thing to check, did you use the correct name? Position.x is equal to player.position.x. So first off, is the variable name correct? Like, in your enemy scene, you have an export, right? Is its name player? That's the first thing. Second, at export player var character body 2. Okay. Where was, let me scroll up and find that error message again. Oh, all I can say for sure right now is something you have said is inaccurate. Because if all of the things you've said are completely accurate, there is no problem with your code. And it will not encounter that error. Do you have your code up on a GitHub repo or something? If you do, you just look at it on stream. Nope. Well, get it in a repo, bro. That's like step number 1 of being a even semi-professional programmer. Get that code in a repo. Because the last thing you want to have happen is you lose all your work. Repos is how you make sure that doesn't happen. I just pop it up on GitHub somewhere. Assuming you're not trying to sell this current version, should be very safe to do. Amber Isle. This looks like indie Animal Crossing, if I had to guess. But with dinosaurs. Cool. That's cute. Dinosaurs, crafting, management, exploration. Yeah, it's dinosaur Animal Crossing. That is exactly what this is. That's adorable. Come on, Blender, work with... Oh, we're good. We're done. We're done! Next. What's our next step? Welcome, Maytari. Hey! It's all happy now. That punch isn't cut off. And I'm liking some of the contour lines that are showing up, like, in here. I wonder if I've made a poor choice on some of these death animations, because the tentacles laying down like that are not great. Hold on. Is that really part of the animation? Because that's awful if it is. I mean, I guess it's gotta be because it's there, right? Hold on. Idle death? No, that's awful. Why? Why would you animate it like that? Oh, they're expecting that you're making a 3D game. So of course that's just going to be in the dirt. As much as I love this animation. Excuse me. Sorry, just dying over here from laughter. Oh boy. Yeah. So, how am I gonna fix those up? Let's see. This is the one that's cut off, right? Yes. Don't need that. So how exactly do I add my stuff to the repository? Bro, this is one step you're gonna have to learn on your own. I can't be holding your hand through every single step. Like, this isn't even a game development thing. This is just like basic software development stuff. Only thing I will point out is that I like using Gitkraken for my Git operations. And because unless you're using this for commercial purposes, you can get Gitkraken for free for personal use. I guess I have to shave off his tentacle, which is silly. I have to shave off tentacles on all these. Oh, yeah. This is the worst. One, two, three, 5, 6, 7, 8. Ugh. Garbage. I'm not doing that right now. I have zero desire to work on that this second. So the next step is posterize and word. Come on, dum dum. What's the word? Posterize and dither. That's the word. Okay, we are done with this bad boy for now. Pixelorama. Oh dear. Uh-oh. Okay, I need to do this with like a smaller sample first. So this... Oh, wait. Maybe it's not posterized. Oh, it is posterized. That's right. Yeah, that's fine. So I reduce the color palette until I'm happy. Then move up the dither to, if I remember correctly, I liked 0.11. That looks pretty good. Give it a little more color. I think I like 16. I think. That's kind of a bit too much color. I think I like 10. 11. 11's pretty good. Hmm. I want you to zoom in more. I think 1111's the way to go. Now, if I could just figure out how to do that posterizing over in Blender, because its posterized does not play this nicely. Hey, let's try it on the big sprite sheet. Ooh, it's gonna have trouble with this. It's not made for editing files this big. Ooh. Oh dear. Don't crash. Please don't crash. Oh god, please don't crash. Well, it did the thing. That's cool. File. Export as slime golem. Posterized. Call it. Okay. Posterized. That config. You are coming over into game asset. License. Perfect. No, don't tell me my image is too big for Godot. Oh, I'm gonna cry. Oh no. Huh? Fine. Think. Oh yeah, that's when I was toying with some stuff. But what? Height less than 0 or height greater than... Oh no! No, 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 no! Can't! Oh no. Okay. Edit and... Oh no! It's too big! Oh. That's insanely unfortunate. How am I going to handle this? I have no idea. I have absolutely no idea. One way I can help it out is to re-render it with full cropping. Not sure how much that'll help. I suspect it's only going to shave off about 10%, maybe 20%. But I need to shave off 50%. Do this. So, how to handle large freight. Combine it with an animation tree. Create an attack animation, set the texture of the sprite. Ew. Gross. Treats. $125 sprites for one character image. More. I think I might need to split this up into separate sprite sheets. So like have each action be a separate texture. Ugh. Gross. Don't like it. Don't like it. Okay. For now, I want to take a break. Let's plan on like 2:05-ish is when I'll get back to work on that. Because I think just getting the render done, getting it so it can be imported is probably the way to go. Wait? What do you mean wait? Ah, you made a GitHub thingamabob. I will take a look at that after the break. That'll be first thing. Come on, Ori, load faster. Not sure if you did it correctly. I will take a peek. It looks like you did it correctly. Because I can see it. All right. What am I trying to do? Find Pollock. Uh-huh. What's that purple? That's something I need to care about? I don't know. Oh. I tried to dodge like an Ender Lilies just now. Oh! This game's a little harder than the first one. The purple thing is something that will be important later. Nothing necessary, if I remember correctly. Cool. Right, I can't actually get up. I can. Oh, but that doesn't really help me, does it? Oh, wait, I have 2 keys? I have no idea when I got the second key, but we have 2 keys. Yeah. Okay. I'm okay. Hmm. Dude, every time I play this, I just get so drawn in by the visuals. Like, either the first game or this one, it's just, oh, so pretty. Hello, Moki. Ooh. Reward, I get a purple thing for it. Ooh. Okay, where are these howlers I'm hearing about? Hell thing. That was easy enough. Fluid animations, just, oh, everything. We found some more. Repair structures. Hooray! Not really sure where I'm supposed to be going, but guess up there, but I can't really get there from down here. There we go. Oh, getting more abilities. You want me to tell you what the ore is for, or do you want to figure that out for yourself? I think we should figure that out for ourselves. I don't want to spoil things for everyone in here. Regenerate! Aha! Oh yeah, this. Guess I want to go up. Or is the thing down there something I can cut through, maybe? Nope. I need stronger weapons. Gotta go for now? Alright. Well, then we will check out your code whenever you are back. Probably not a good idea to review your code without you here. Oh, you are not a thing to kill. Map maker? Huzzah! Sure. 50? No problem. Huzzah! Map. What? Oh. Okay, so I can heal now in this game, but I can't create save points like I could in the last one. this where I was running from the wolf, maybe? Because this seems familiar. Road. Huzzah! More life up. Oh, can't go that way yet. What? I wanted divine. That'll be something to figure out later. Nice. What else we got? Oh yeah. Spirit shard, reduced damage taken. Oh yes. I gotta say, if I had ownership of the Ori rights, I would just be pumping out games. And I know that's probably bad for the brand, but like, I don't think I could control myself. Hello, Monkey Man. Come to see the view? Yes. Whole generation of Moki have come and gone since the old mill's wheels last turned. Alright. Uro? That's Shriek, not Kuro. Very different. We need a new intimidating bird. For a deal. Yes. Ooh. For a powerful spear of light, uses a large amount of energy. Destroys unstable ground. Ooh. This also destroys unstable ground. On a spirit orb that attacks for you. Star that returns to you. Set nearby enemies on fire. I think I will want this one. Yeah. Very rude. Wanted to jump on the mushroomy thingy. Nice. Oh, much. Oh, fine. Hold up. There was something over here. Yeah, there's no way I'm reaching that though. Did I do that? Pretty sure the game does not intend me to get all the way up here yet. Okay, I don't have whatever I need for that, clearly. Okay. I may be able to get up here, but I can't do anything with it. Hello. We saw a little owl near the home we left behind. They're so cute. Poor little coo. Hey, how do we get to Qualak? Ah, magic, that's how. Sure. Oh. Yeah, big boy. Hello, sir. Doesn't have any eyes either. How's it supposed to gaze at anything? Some legend, bah. I mean, I see eyes there, clearly. Aha. Ooh. New toys! Let's go! Spirit art. Nice. Well, I know what we're using that for. It does seem to use up my energy. Oh, son of a gun. Nope. This eye-shaped gem. Oh. So I was just coming here slightly too early. Ah. There we go. Found your eyes. Well, you have just become so much creepier. Hello, Tweelock, I think it said. Glowing stranger my customers speak of with such awe. The usual for your kind to fall from the sky. Well, I don't know about my kind, but for me, definitely. Cards. We got energy, life, bonus damage to flying enemies. The chance to deal. That's weird. Reduce energy cost by 50% and increase damage taken by 100%. That's a lot. Swap life and energy maxes. Interesting. Show me upgrades. Yeah. I need to save up more money. Whoa. Uh-huh. Oh, no secret. Alright, it's about time I need to get to a save spot. No way I'm reaching that, right? Rude, sir. Very rude. Okay, I do need a save point game. Oh. All right then. Ah, that's what I'm supposed to do. Got it, got it, got it, got it. Yeah. Oh my goodness, frog. There we go. Haha. Save point, please? Oh, I think it is auto-saving in between save points. Ah, I don't need to get back with her. And we're out. Still no save spot. I'm kind of wondering why I wanted to get over there anyway. Oh, to lower the water, that's why. Okay. Um, I don't see a save spot in like 1 minute. Calling it. Have you played Wukong? No, I have not. Eh. Save point, please. Woohoo! That do anything? That didn't hit. Okay, I'm gonna have to just call it. It's already been way longer than I wanted this to be. We're just gonna have to trust that there were some autosaves in there. That's all there is to it. I guess I'll find out next time we play. I assume when you say Wukong, you are referring to Black Myth Wukong? Because there were two Wukong games that came out in recent history, right? Black Myth Wukong, and what was the other one? Hmm. Let's see, 2024 Souls game. Are they not considering Black Myth to be Souls-like? Black Myth Wukong. Okay. I'm thinking of Wo Long, I think. I think I'm thinking of that. But I haven't played either. The historical fantasy action roleplay. This does not look like Journey to the West at all, so I guess I was just thinking they were the same type of thing, but they are clearly not. Alright. My mistake. Not the same thing. Let's see. Yeah, I guess I've got to just split these up. That's the only option I've got. Okay. I should get the list of actions from here. Welcome back, Cryoman. Perfect timing. Let's look at your code. Just be aware, I am showing this to the internet. Oh? What's the OO? Was that to the just in time or the showing it to the internet? I think you knew this was going to get shown off though, so it should be fine. Okay. What is map.tscn? You know, let's just do it this way. Map is the world scene? Alright. Stop it with the importing. Stop it. Trying to close you. You know what? Forget it. Doing it this way. So, let's see what you got. Fair King. Okay, you printed player, which is null. See, and that is in what? That's your enemy. What's an enemy spawner doing here? Didn't mention having enemy spawners. Alright. Okay, so first off, you definitely conveyed information incorrectly to me. Because I said this should be your enemy when I was looking at enemy spawner. you actually have an enemy spawner which is completely different. Okay. So like, where here did you think you were associating the player? Right, but so is the spawner doing anything right now? Because if the spawner spawns even a single enemy, then that new enemy doesn't have a player associated with it, right? Like, assuming this spawner is doing something, the moment it does something, like once it creates an enemy, that new enemy just, of course it doesn't know about the player. But you can easily do dependency injection here with that. Then scene. To instantiate enemy dot. So here you're going to be duck typing. This is really, really bad. Don't do this. Instead, over here in the enemy scene, what I want you to start doing, and I want you to start your enemies are area 2Ds. That seems weird. Anyway, what I want you to start doing is put this. Class name enemy extends area 2D. Okay. So now that I've done that, when I go back to the enemy spawner, right? Come on. What? Why are you not playing nice? Honestly, it's kind of like it doesn't like that. Oh, because I haven't saved, that's why. There. So now, when I do anything to this enemy, like trying to get the player, notice autocomplete says, hey, there's a player property here. So what I do is self.player. Okay, so now whenever I'm implementing the enemy spawner, I can set up a player that every new enemy is linked to that player. There you go, dependency injection at its finest. Why is your player named Node 2D? That's weird. Oh well. Anywho, assuming I did all that right. Well, you've got a player or an enemy coming from somewhere else. Not sure where, but got it. Also, pretty sure you don't want to be setting this like this. because this just tells it teleport the enemy right to the player, just so you're aware. I don't know, you're gonna have to comb through your code on that one. I guess one way I could test it really easily, see if it is this enemy. Return. Oh! Well, never mind. I see a problem here, big time. What are you doing with a ready function here, bro? You're saying, when this node is created, like while it's getting ready, let's do stuff with enemies and like children and stuff. You can't have those kinds of operations in a ready function the way you're doing it, because this player that I'm trying to link up doesn't exist yet. Like I was saying earlier, all of the stuff in this tree over here could pop in any order. So you have no guarantee that it exists yet. When I'm associating the player in this enemy spawner field here, that is saying, okay, here is where it's going to come from. Now, when I'm trying to associate it in code, it's going, okay, well, I'm grabbing that reference. Well, the thing I'm grabbing is null. It doesn't exist yet. Stuff like this, you need to make sure the player has been created before you execute code like this. And just to check if that's what that's doing. Yep, there we go. Nice. Very cool. So I think you might be infringing on a particular duck shooter game. But all in all, pretty impressive, dude. Like, for a first go around, this is good. This is very good. There's a little wonkiness with the animation. Oh, you're doing screen shake. Interesting. I was like, what's going on? So the screen shake is maybe not prominent enough for what you're trying to do. Because it almost looks like it's glitching. The screen shake should probably take about twice as long as it currently takes. The amount of shake seems okay. But I would say increase the duration of it a bit. Just so it's clear that this is an intended effect. Not... because right now when I do this, to me it just looks like it's glitching. And it looks like you might have an animation on the pistol, but that animation is just going too quick. Oh, I see. It looks funny with the muzzle getting hidden behind... Nope, something else is happening. Okay, yeah, there's something wonky going on with the pistol, but all in all, very cool. You even have the escape button doing something. That's cool. Very cool, man. Love it. Now I'm gonna get back to my busy work. See, what was the list of action? Sure. Oh, final frame. I'm looking at the wrong thing, that's why. Edition 1. Back to Act 3. Oh, this was like the hit stun effect that I'm considering maybe doing. So you said I shouldn't do the enemy spawning by the enemy spawner, the ready function, but even if I put it in an extra function, where do I then call the function from? Wherever you want. Depends on how you want the spawning to occur. Right? Like, we've discussed the various tools for using things like dependency injection. So you now have all the tools for being able to access that function from anywhere in your code, right? Is ready considered a function or state? It's a function, but you need to consider when things happen at runtime. Want it to spawn once at the beginning of the game. Okay. You can do that. Just, you have to put it in a spot in the code where all the things you need for it to work are going to be ready. Because if it's not ready yet, it won't work. So let me go ahead and rename these. That's fine. Call it attack 1 and attack 2. I think. Done. What was condition 5? Ah! I'm gonna need Blender. I can't tell these apart at all right now. Like, I need to see them in motion. What's the difference between a state and a function? For reference, you just asked me a question that is the equivalent of, what is the difference between skydiving and a zebra? I don't know how to start answering that. So, like, they are just two completely different things. A function is something that a class or object can do. A state is some description of that object. I just saw that something saying ready as being a state. Okay. It all depends on implementation, right? Like, if you're working in another language and you write something where you have a state that is the ready state, sure, why not? In Godot, ready, in the case of what we're talking about, is a function. But I could just as easily write a state machine where one of my states is ready. And I could write that in Godot. Ready is just a name, right? Ready could be anything. I could name a character body 2D ready. In the case of Godot, all scenes, all nodes, I should say, have ready function. And they are the function that gets called after everything of itself and underneath it is ready. That's not the folder I need. Fire Golem, Slime Golem. So, condition 4. That is being hit back. Condition 5. Oh. I didn't mean to include that. Son of a gun. That's okay, since I'm splitting this apart anyway, that's easy enough to strip out. Oh no, I think I messed up. Oh, I messed up big time. Oh, I've got to re-render it. No! Wait, maybe I don't. Maybe I don't. Let me think about this. Come on, brain. Okay, so this is falling down. Got it. Okay. This... getting back up. Okay. Okay. We're fine. We are fine. Knock down. Get up. The one thing I didn't really have animation-wise for this was... I don't really have a spawn animation, do I? Oh no, that's the one I wanted for spawning. Okay. I can get that though as a one-off. Fix this. Yeah. Yep. Okay, that's the only one. Good. Go ahead and render it. Okay. Two. Walk. And we're done. Nice. How many actions? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay. 3,472. Gonna be a pain in the patoot. And of course it makes sense that it's square. Of course it would be. But I should have realized that. Alright. Very silly of me to not have picked up on that right away. Oh, where the heck did you just save to? Not the right place. there an easier way to do this? Pixelorama might have a way. No, not Pixelorama, Asaprate might have a way to make this easier on me. Because I think if I load it in as a sprite sheet, but give it like incorrect dimensions, let's see. Not actually how I wanted to import. There we go. Select file. Okay, the width is 1 for what I'm trying to do. I think this is 9. Ooh, it's struggling. Oh no. Mistakes have been made! Yeah, Asaprite can't handle it, looks like. Oh? Yeah, no, it can't handle it. Which kind of makes sense, right? Like, I'm asking a lot. Which this may mean, yeah, I'm gonna add it as a feature stuff. Yeah. Sprite sheet. Create separate sprite sheets per action. Yeah. Not pretty, but I'm gonna put it on there as a maybe add later if this becomes a continuing problem. Since if had that would have processed very quickly over there, but obviously using these visual editing apps, it's not as good. Click up straight. What's this? Deliver quickly sliced sprite sheet into sprite images. Select the store sprite sheet for the blah blah. Click slice. You can provide a file name prefix. image. Illustrating the file names for groups. Sample, blah or blah. Why you don't have license info? Lame. You don't have license info, I can't use your stuff. Finally catching up. Not really. Ooh. Yeah, okay, let's come on. Let's kill this app and move on. I want to move on with my life. You don't need Blender open anymore. You don't save that, thank you. How do I do this to get the second set? One, 4, 7, 3 is what I want to look for. Actually, hold on. 3, 1, 4. Minus that. 2, 7, 7, 7, 6. Okay. If I'm right. All right. Now shrink it from the bottom. Okay. Save as. Okay. Got that. Calculator. Next step. 24304. Okay, what's my next one? I mean, that doesn't exist anymore. Why doesn't that exist anymore? It's right there. Oh? Oh, because the file path changed. That's why. Okay, we're fine. We're fine. We're fine. My renaming is not fine though. Because I'm a big dummy. There we go. So next is knockdown. Three, 4, 7, 2 by 3, 4, 7, 2. Knockdown, save. Okay. $28. Right. Before I do that, as we get get out. So general enemy works. The one that's there without the spawner, but the spawner doesn't work even though I changed it so that the enemy spawn when I press a button. Make sure they only spawn after the player has loaded. It says that I assigned an invalid value for player. I'm guessing you probably assigned an invalid value for player. Let's see. Project. Oh. You want your spawner to actually work. So let me do this the way I do it. All right. As long as you got it. Dumb mistakes are commonplace. They make the world go round. What's our next one? Death. $17.36. I accidentally put the class name enemy extends in the enemy spawner instead of enemy. That makes sense. Okay, death is done. If I press the spawn button multiple times, the enemies get damaged. That one's on you, my dude. I don't know what else I can tell you on that one. $13,888. Got it. Or is this actually idle? Yes. My system is working! Dex. Skill 1, skill 2, walk. Okay. And 460. That means it possible for them to touch their own area 2D. Of course it is. Output overflow print X. Yeah, that means you're having too many things going on at once. Six, 9, 4, 4. Okay. Earth. Ooh. All right. They are split up. That's as far as I think we're getting on that today. Trying to think, do I want to try and get that imported right now? Because that's going to be pretty awful. If I import one of them with my importer, I could duplicate the action. You know what? No, that is a problem for tomorrow, Dum Dum. It's definitely a tomorrow Dum Dum problem. Plus, I need to spend some time just thinking about some of the stuff that's coming up with that. Because the way I'm going to probably have to control the AI is gonna be different than how I've handled regular enemies. I just suspect there's gonna be some funny business going on. Anywho. I'll give you, if anyone has any questions, ask them now. Before I end stream. For pathfinding, would you use the navigation region 2D or Aster 2D? In case you don't know, I'll figure something out, but if you have an opinion on it, what do you recommend? So I've never heard of Aster 2D, whatever that is. Or A Star 2D. Implementation of A Star algorithm for finding the shortest path between two vertices on a connected graph in space. Navigation to, I mean, I think the answer is to just trust other people's advice on this. And according to this person that has written a whole bunch of text here, they're the same. For simplistic games, A Star is preferable, but honestly, if they are functionally equivalent and performance-wise equivalent, I'd say just go with the navigation server 2D stuff or the navigation region stuff. So that's not really addressing navigation. That's talking about navigation server 2D. My gut feeling is that A Star 2D is going to be more performative or performant, sorry. Do you have experience with navigation region 2D? Yes. Very, very, very slightly. I tested it long enough to determine that it was completely useless for my game, because it eats up too much processing power. Like, I had monsters at one point that could navigate around terrain very intelligently, but I could only handle, like, I don't know, 50 enemies on screen at a time. So it was just not a valid answer for what I needed. But like I said, my gut feeling is if you want more enemies on screen, A star is the way to go for pathfinding. For a game with a max of 10 enemies on the screen, would navigation region 2D be plausible? Absolutely. For a shooter like what you're making, I would assume you'd want more than that eventually. Like, if you're confident you want to stop at 10, have at it, right? If you think you're going to want more than 10 at some point, don't choose an implementation that's going to hinder you like that. But that's a design decision. That's all on you. But unless anyone's got other questions right now, I'm going to end stream. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. We are in stream, folks. Everyone, thank you so much for joining. You're asking. I will quickly answer that, and that's the last one. So I don't know. If you want to know for sure, test both, right? So, like, plop 100 enemies on screen that work off of navigation regions and see what frame rate you get. Then do the same thing, but ones that are powered off of A star, and see what frame rate you get. Whichever one you get a higher frame rate, test both these. Bro, what do you think I do with everything I want to do when I'm making my game? I don't know any of this until I learn it, right? Like, I started off knowing literally nothing about game development. I had started off with some programming skills, admittedly. But as far as Godot, anything related to it, how to structure code for games, like how to do rendering, how to do any of this stuff, all of that I have been learning on camera with you guys since I started. Now, a whole chunk of those videos are not available in the archive at this stage, but yeah, man, it's yep. So you saw me do all that performance testing because I wanted to make sure I'm in the realm of my competition in the genre I'm in. Like, marketability is an aspect of every design decision I'm making. Because ideally, I want to make money with this thing. Like, I would love a year or two from now to have all of my income be derived from this game, right? And ideally, it makes enough money that I can fund having a studio where I hire developers, right? But that's the dream. Anywho, that, folks, is where I am going to have to call it for today. So, everyone, thank you so much for joining. I hope you had fun. I hope you learned something. And if you did, please check out my Ko-fi page, link in the description. There you'll find access to, you'll be able to support the channel and by doing so, you get access to dev tools I've made, some of which you've seen today. And you'll get roles in the Discord that give you more direct access to me for requesting new features and new apps. Above all, though, hope y'all have a fantastic day. Take care, everyone.